Hello, greetings, and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and you're on to the Simple Consultants, and I'm coming to you live from the Kringle Broadcasting Department, or would I refer to it as the Broadcasting Department of the Kringle Private Society. And I'm here to give us another broadcast, and as usual, this broadcast is going to be really, really spicy. So do well to follow me through to the end. And the title of the broadcast is Looking into the Future from the Side of Doom and the Side of Gloom. Now, to be very, very clear, the side of doom is where we are moving into by default, which is not the part that favors you and I. It doesn't favor humanity at large. And the side of gloom is the side that the TBC community is moving. We are going our own way. We are building a private membership. We are building into a world of abundance. Yesterday, we had our broadcasters meeting. We had our weekly meeting. We had our mass adoption meeting, and it was really wonderful. Everything were all documented except the mass adoption meeting. Those who want to be party to the meeting, come in by 4 o'clock West African time so that you can be a party to the meeting. We will be having an interaction with the administration of the Kringle Society live. So I'm going to save as much time as we can. I'm going to refer to us so that you will see how the world is going into a system of doom. And then we're also going to look into the system of gloom. And then after that, I summarize. I don't intend taking so much of our time. So let's move straight into our content. Quickly, I'll share my screen and then we move from there. So if you're coming into my broadcast for the first time and you haven't yet subscribed, do well to subscribe to my channel and also share, because sharing is actually well appreciated. So I think my screen is now being shared. I want us to pay attention. I want to share a video with us. Listen attentively to this video. This is what the elite has told us, and they are working to make sure that they make good their plans. And their plans, it's not to favor you and I. So do well to pay attention as I share this video and you listen attentively. Thank you.
Letter of the Illuminati. Dearest citizen.
Hold on. I don't think it's actually being shared. Let me be sure that it's being shared. Stop sharing. I think I will share a video file. It's a better way. Okay, hold on. Let me be very sure that I got it. I may need to go and search it out. Give me a little while.
Letter of the Illuminati. Dearest.
I want to save this file. Where did I save it? Okay. All right, I've seen it. So sorry for my delay. Let me now go straight to check it out. And all right, now share file. Okay, so I want us to watch it together.
Letter of the Illuminati. Dearest citizen of the world, I believe the time has come to reveal to you some of the perplexities you have faced in recent decades. It is well for you to understand some of these things so that you might know how to behave in the new order now taking shape on the earth. We want you to be able to become fully involved and integrated into our new society. After all, this is for your best interest if you will do.
Did you hear what they said? It is for your best interest if you will do. They are not hiding their truth. They are not hiding the truth, though it's actually a system of doom that is coming. And humanity, most of humanity are ignorant of what these guys are planning to do. So pay attention, because as this is playing out, I'll be saying a few things. Now, by default, doing nothing, you are consenting to their system. Already, using their financial system is a means of consenting by default. These guys has taken time to cover every of humanity, every system that humanity has ever used. Pay attention as this thing continues to play out.
First of all, it is well that you understand some of our purposes so that you may more fully cooperate. I cannot tell you the hard times you will face if you resist us. We have ways of dealing with resistors. We have eyes in every level of government in every nation of the world. State secrets are fully known to us. Consider the President of the United States. Even though he regularly breaks every known check on his power, no one can stop him. He goes ahead and does whatever we want him to do anyway. The Congress has no power to stop him. He does what we want, since he knows if he does not, because of his rather dark character, we can have him removed in a moment's time. You cannot take us to court because you can't see us, and the courts are our servants as well. We run everything, yet, you do not know who to attack. We rule the world, and the world cannot even find out who is ruling them.
Did you hear that expensive statement they made? They are boldly telling you that they rule the world, and the world doesn't even know who is ruling them. It's unfortunate. Yeah, from the Christian side of view, we believe God is our overseer, and indeed he is. But there is a concept called covetousness. Covetousness, out of deception, they are ignorantly ruling humanity, and humanity do not even know that they are in a matrix. And we want to open your eyes to this truth. Pay attention.
This is truly a wonderful thing. In our media we present before you exactly what it is we want you to do. Then, as if in a flash, our little servants obey.
What did they call you? It's servants, because you keep listening to the media and you believe the media tells you the truth. Keep listening.
We can send American or European troops to wherever we like, whenever we like, and for whatever purpose we like, and you dutifully go about our business. How much more evidence do you need? We can make you desire to leave your homes and family and go to war merely at our command. We only need to present some nonsense to you from the President's desk or on the evening news, and we can get you all fired up to do whatever we like. You can do nothing but what we put before you.
Did you hear what they said? They are telling you that they can send you to wars and they can kill you, and that there's nothing you can do about it. Now, this looks like a conspiracy theory, right? Now, allow another few years to come and you'll find out that you will own nothing, and according to the World Economic Forum, you'll be happy. I hope time will permit me to also play that video. I'm doing my part to enlighten people. I am doing my possible best, and you and I know that I'm trying. And after you have known all this and you choose to follow the path of the elite, well, you would have yourself to blame. When the time comes for accountability by your creator, you would have yourself to blame. Keep listening.
We have generously taxed you and used that money to make such sophisticated weapons you can in no way compete. Your own money has served to forge the chains we bind you with, since we are in control of all money. Some of you think you may escape by buying some land in the country and growing a garden. Let me remind you that you still pay us ground rent. Oh, you may call it property taxes, but it still goes to us. You see, you need money no matter what you do. If you fail to pay your ground rent to us, we will take your land and sell it to someone who will pay us. Do you think we cannot do this? And with your ground rent we pay for the indoctrination of your children in the public schools we have set up. We want them to grow up well trained into the system of our thinking.
Did you hear what they said? So even your own land is not yours, because you have to pay property taxes to your government. And then they use that to fund public schools, which you send your children to, thinking that it's subsidized rate, only for them to indoctrinate your children and then give you conditions to work with your children. How appalling. Keep listening.
Your children will learn what we want them to learn, when we want them to learn it, and you pay for it through your ground rent. You may doubt that we own your children, or have such control, but you will find that we do. We can declare that you abuse your children when you spank them and have them confiscated.
Did you hear what they said? Now, it is only godly and reasonable for you to discipline your children. And that's every religion advises. It's natural for children to act foolish. And every religion advises that you discipline your children while they are still young so that they don't grow to be foolish. Now, these guys are giving you conditions to discipline your children. These guys are antichrist. I dare to say it. And they are telling you what they are doing. They are not hiding the truth. After I give all these truths, still people choose to consent to the path that is evil. I really wonder how they are going to appear before their maker and give accounts. When the truth is made plain and open to them, they still choose the path that leads to destruction. Well, keep listening.
If they do not show up for school indoctrination, we can accuse you of neglect, thereby giving them to us. Your children are not yours. They are ours.
Have you heard what they said? Your children are not yours, they are ours. Wow. God gave them to you as a custodian. You are a steward over your children. And the system has subtly made you think that you own your children, but now it's no more yours. It's now the states. The states own you. They don't just own you, they own your children, they own everything. And these are the things that they are boldly coming to tell you in your own face, publishing it in the media and telling you that there's nothing you can do about it. And we are giving you an alternative. And you say it's too difficult to work with. It's too difficult to make a subscription fee. It's too difficult to keep up. It's too difficult to bring in members so that they can become under this protective covering. Well, use your tongue to count your teeth. Let's continue listening.
You must inoculate them. You must bring them to our hospitals if we decree, or we will take them from you. You know this and we know this.
Did you hear what they said? Inoculation. Oh my God, some truths are being revealed. Let me not say anything about this. Everyone should act according to their discretion. Keep listening.
Through our electronic commerce, we are able to see where you are, what you are buying, and how much you have to buy things with. Through the internet and other sources, we can even know how you think and what you say. It is not especially important to us what you believe as long as you do what we say.
Did you hear what they said? So it doesn't matter if you're a Christian or not, whether you're a Muslim or not, whether you're a Confucianist or not, whoever you think you are. The point is, provided you are consenting to their system, then that means you are their slave. We are telling you, stop working with their system. Of course, it doesn't happen overnight. We are doing it because it's a movement. We are actually in an open revolt against what they are doing. And you human beings listening to me, I really don't understand how your psyche works, because these guys are actually telling you that we are going to kill you, and we are telling you that we are killing you, and you are doing nothing about it. Why not make an effort to move into this direction and stop expressing doubts? Well, it is well.
Your beliefs are nonsense anyway. But if you think you have a following, and we perceive that you might be somewhat dangerous to our agenda, we have ways to deal with you. We have a Pandora's box of mischief with which to snare you. We can have you in court so long you will never get out. We can easily drain away all your assets over one pretext or another, the form of taxes. You do not have this vast supply of wealth, we know.
Did you hear what they said? They keep you in courts and drag the case for years and then make you bankrupt. Wow, these guys, I must confess, they are intelligent. And we have brought in a godlike agenda to rival them. And you still listen and you refuse to do anything about it. I want you to understand that the consequences will speak. And when they speak, you will have your choice. You will have yourself to blame. These people have plotted death. They are using every medium they can to depopulate humanity. You hear these things, you willingly and foolishly refuse to take actions. Pardon my words. I'm just pissed off because these people are openly threatening me, and people are listening and doing nothing. Well, keep listening.
How to divide and conquer. Have we not brought down rulers of countries through our devices? Do you think your tiny self will be any match for us? We supply your fuel for your cars. We can turn it off whenever we like, claiming that there is some sort of fuel shortage. What if your car breaks down? You cannot get parts for it without us. We supply all the money you use. At any whim of our desire, we can stop the money supply or cause a complete crash altogether.
Are you hearing what they are saying? They are telling you that they are intending to crash the economic system, which they are already doing. Now, what's your alternative? Do you think gold will save you? Do you think precious metals will save you? Hear what they will tell you about that. Keep listening.
We can then order the president to declare all money worthless, and that we will have to have new money. All of your stashes of cash will go up in smoke in a moment's time. Don't you need food? If necessary, we can cause a truckers' strike which would stop deliveries of food to your local store. We can starve you whenever we like. You only have food because we have provided it to you from our table. During the Great Depression, we controlled the food. We heaped mountains of food behind fences and let it rot. The hungry were then made to work in our labor camps even though there was enough and more to feed them. Do you really think you can beat us? You say you will hoard gold coins so you will still have.
Pay attention to this particular one. Pay good attention to this particular one. Viewers that will watch this video. These guys have openly threatened you, and you guys are looking and doing nothing about it. Oh my God. Well, keep listening.
Money in the time of the crash. We can simply pass a law which outlaws the possession of gold as we have done in the past. If we find gold in your possession, we would simply confiscate it and put you in prison for breaking the law. We use the nations for what we want to use them for. Everyone knows that they must yield to us or die. Fortunately, we have had a few resistors such as Saddam Hussein and Slobodan Milosevic that have been helpful in showing the world leaders what we will do to them if they do not submit.
Did you hear what they said? Now, most of you think Saddam Hussein is the bad guy. Most of you think that the Americans are the good guys and that they go ahead to confiscate him and they kill him, or Osama bin Laden, they are the bad guys. Wake up! Because the medias are making you think that they are the bad guys. I didn't say they are the bad guys, but I want you to do your homework. I am not supposed to tell you who is the good or the bad guy. But listen, most of what the media tell you are a lie. So you have to start learning how to become rational in your thinking. Because these guys has made a plan, and their plan is depopulating humanity. You and I are in the picture. If you are unwise, you'll be a victim. Keep listening. They have openly told you that even when they return to a gold-backed system, that you, as their slave, will not be able to have gold in your possession. They want to rip you off of every right you have. Keep listening. There is a whole lot that these guys are saying, and people are listening and are doing nothing. Now, this is the looking at the future from a state of doom. Soon, we're going to talk about the state of gloom, and that's going to be very brief because I've spent a whole lot of time. So listen, let this thing round off.
There is only glory in following our purposes and doing what we say. Our kingdom is the kingdom of money. Excuse me, but I must confess that we are the rulers of the kingdom of non-money. You must see the humor in that statement. We have given you a piece of paper or some numbers on a computer.
May God have mercy. Have you heard what they said? They've given you pieces of paper and made you think that that's actually money. Man, these guys are devilish. And some computers on the screen. Oh my God, that's fiat system. And that's the system that we are telling you to wake up from and move away from. But why is it so difficult for people to see the handwriting on the wall? Why?
Screen that we have termed money. It is backed up by nothing and proven by nothing but what we say it is. We create it from nothing. We print it, we loan it, we give it its value, we take its value away. All things that have to do with money are in our hands. Think of it, what is it that you can do against us without money? If you try to resist, we can cancel your credit or freeze your accounts. Your cash is easily confiscated. We have made so many rules in the realm of living that you cannot live without money. The only war crime that really is only involves the crime of being against us. Anyone against us is violating our law. As you have seen, when someone is for us, we do not care what they do. Was not Nelson Mandela a bomb-holding terrorist who killed many of his enemies? We made a hero of him.
Did you hear what they said? Now, conventionally, people think Nelson Mandela, woo, that's a hero. Come on, humanity, wake up. It's high time we opened our eyes. Let our sixth sense wake up, because it's clear that we have been deceived to think that we just have five senses. Some people have more than five, some six, some seven. Now, that's because we are listening for the unwritten languages that the media don't tell us. And if not for my being in the Kringle Society, I wouldn't have known. And I'm calling you and I'm craving your indulgence to open your eyes to the mischief these people are doing. Who would have ever thought that Nelson Mandela is the bad guy? Well, for me, I thought he was the good guy, not the bad guy. Keep listening.
We observe no laws when it comes to war. We do what we want, when we want, and where we want. We can starve nations to death. We can ruin civilians and any other horror for which we would take our enemies to court. Look at our example. We bomb Serbia out of its wits, bomb Kosovans out of their homes, poison their rivers and streams, turn off their electricity, making a grand crisis in that country. And then we masterfully make it appear it is all Mr. Milosevic's fault and he needs to go to court for it. It is the same way we made our inferno at Waco look like Mr. Koresh's fault. We do not want you to escape free, and that is why we have made it as we have. You are our property. We will not permit you to.
Now, pardon me, I am not their property. I'm saying it openly. And I don't care how far this video goes, but to be honest, I am not the property of the elites. I'm going to prove to you that I am not the property of the elites. The elites are devilish, and I am not consenting to devilish agenda. So I am openly saying it, and the universe will agree with me that I am not their property. And as you watch the video, you should also openly confess. Unite with humanity. We want humanity to stand strong against these people. It's only numbers that will help us to win. Listen, we are almost through. That's on this part. Then we go into the part of glory or gloom.
Buy or sell unless you submit to our mark of authority. If you go to court against us, we will wear you out there, and in the end you will lose. If you use violence, we will end up having you in one of our labor camps, more specifically called prison industries. You need our money, our entertainments, our fuel, and our utilities to function, and if you don't have them, you feel deprived. By this, you are made to yield to our will. Sincerely, your globalist friend.
You hear what they said? Your globalist friend. These guys are the funniest set of people I've seen, but to be very honest, they are not calling, they are not joking. They are not calling my bluff in any way. They are very serious. And if you've read through and listened carefully, they have spelled doom for humanity. And if nothing is done about it, they will succeed. But if you listen carefully, you will find out that there is another system built in the righteousness of God that is rivaling them. And because we are built on a foundation of truth, we will prevail. Let me share my screen, and then let's hear the system of glory and gloom. Then after that, I will talk about, we are at the last phase of our Mars 500 promo. I'm going to give a special broadcast about it tomorrow. And that's tomorrow. Wow. Hold on for my broadcast tomorrow. All right, so let me share my screen. I've talked about this one. Now, let's share screen. All right, screen now being shared. Let's look at it from the perspective of the system of glory and the system of gloom, not the system of doom. I'm not going to talk much about all this content. I just want to go quickly, and I'll be very fast because my time is fast spent. Now, I'm going to read this, but then I want us to please listen. There was something that was said by the administration of the Gringo Society, and that is this particular information. This one that he wrote out here, but I want us to hear it out. It's unlawful to republish this article anywhere, including on the internet, radio, TV, newspaper, or magazine. We do not want to disturb the peace. Now, pay attention to this. The super promo, that was when the super promo was on. The super promo is off. So that clearly means that me making a publish of this is no more contrary to what the administration said, because the super promo then had what you call the way you enjoy TBC. I think you pay your admin fee, you get 500 TBC or so. I've forgotten how the promo works. But then the super promo can be easily misunderstood and should only be shared with others privately, one-on-one. The unlawful acts of one member can have an impact on every member. Sloppy promotion stains everyone within our loving community. Non-members do not have full access to all of the resources a member has to gain clarification on such things like the super promo. This article will be a mile long if it included all possible points of clarification. So don't publish. Now, this is subject to when the promo was on. At this point, the promo is off. We are now in another promo. Precisely, we are in a summer promo. So reading out this content is not contrary to what the administration wanted us not to do. So pardon me as I read through, and I'll be very, very fast. Now, I'm going to be very, very particular about what I'm saying. Now, I'm talking about the system of gloom, not the system of doom. Pay good attention, everyone. Now, TBC is used lawfully in all countries as a medium of exchange strictly between members of the Gringo Society on a peer-to-peer basis only. We have found it necessary to build an alternative economy because we have heard the system of doom. Now we are working on the system of gloom, and we don't want the elites to interfere. That's why we are private. Alternative economy outside of the collapsing fiat paper-based economy of the world. So we do so lawfully as a private but not secret society. See our public notice. One of the reasons why the fiat paper money economy of the world is collapsing is because there are not enough billionaires in the world to support it. Of course, they planned it. It was a planned system to make the Africans poor and poor, though they have majority of the natural resources given to us by God. Pay attention. According to a quick Google search, there are only 2,095 billionaires in our world today. We can refer to this particular this particular map. So continue. Since the day TBC was launched, which was on March 21st, 2016, we have always intended to have 1,111,111 billionaires and 1,110 millionaires to support a sustainable private economy long term, based on the principle of abundance instead of artificial scarcity. See the first TBC blog, Scarcity is Artificial. Time won't permit me. Now, we will create between 5 to 10 billion high-paying job opportunities within this private economy, effectively ending global poverty, which is our mission for humanity. We are not just only going to end global poverty, no. We are also going to give life to humanity. We are going to enable humanity to express themselves. There is a place, according to my Christian belief, that says, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, and subdue it. TBC community will help that particular scriptures to come to find full expression in this world, in humanity. Pay attention, because I'm almost through. Now, while we are at peace with all countries, we know this is a very critical statement. While we are at peace with all countries, we know that our creator is not our government, which the governments are the puppets of the elites. Our creator has endowed each of us with free will. We do not consent to tyranny, which the elites are actually playing out of any form. We believe that the most tyrannical economy is one that mandates the use of microchip, which is what they are planning to do in the body in order to buy and sell. We are in direct opposition to what was written in the scriptures in the book of Revelation, chapter 13. If you read through from verse 6 down, you would understand. Now, it is by the exercise of free will that we become members of our Kringle Society and follow its membership agreement. Violating the membership agreement is unlawful within the Kringle Society. What's the membership agreement? That's where we're going into now. Now, I'm talking about a system of gloom, not the system of doom. Those of you that has listened to the system of doom, I am reading the system of gloom now. And it is your choice to move. If you do nothing about it, you are following the system of doom. But by making effort, conscious effort, you are moving towards the system of what? Gloom. Listen, membership agreement. All members of the Kringle Society agree that TBC will never go down in value. It can only go up. This agreement is hinged on a software program that drives the price of TBC up by 1 to 5% daily until it reaches its ultimate price. Each new member that joins us increases the value of our TBC coin by a grain of gold until it stops counting members, when we reach 1 billion members, 1 billion active members, 1 billion active member. The current price can never exceed the ultimate price, which is determined by the number of existing and active members. Note, we are at the ultimate price now, but have not reached 1 billion members yet. Unlawful use of TBC coins are subject to penalties and or even removal from the Kringle Society, forfeiting all holdings of the TBC Kringle coins. Now, we are almost through because I'm going to stop at this particular place. Now, where does the real value of TBC come from? All of our members are living men and women, and each having great potential held within. We truly recognize the value of living men and women, and that is where the value of TBC coins come from. Now, there are only 1 billion TBC coins in the world, and that is all there will ever be. This thing is very, 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 very strategic because living men and women, the coins will continue to move around them. Anyone that is no more a living man and woman, if nothing is done, so that the coin can be given to possibly their wife or their children, then that means the coins will be redrawn back to the administration wallet and be recycled. So people should beware that if you are an individual who have children, let your spouse have knowledge of your username and your password in case of any eventuality. Beware of this. Now, shortly, they are going to upgrade the facial verification. When that time comes, reach out to the support. That one will easily be sorted out. All right, reading forward. We simply use the gold, the grains of gold, to measure the value. TBC is not pegged to gold, neither is it backed by gold, because we understand, we have full knowledge of what the elites are intending to do. The nature of money is simply agreement, and TBC is no different. It is by agreement that all this is possible. It is by agreement that we are going to win this war. Our goal is to sign up 50 million merchants before the end of 2021. We are working on it. It's a progressive thing. Ultimately, the 1 billion members in the community will all become merchants. All members are encouraged to get trained on how to successfully sign up merchants. We have daily trainings available Mondays through Friday each week. See the meetings in the KCBO menu. We already know where it is. Now, we will be offering all of our merchants a free app. We already have the app for their businesses as early as 2021. Sorry, as early as September 2020. Now, more information about that will be coming out soon. Now, for now, they can enjoy being a part of the free merchant listing. Now, we are now building on a system called food subsidy, and it is high time merchants become active in the community. And I crave your indulgence. Do your part to try to talk to at least one merchant in a week. If you can try to get one merchant in a week, and all the active members try to talk to one merchant every week, I can tell you that we can make some progress. I am still doing my part though the merchants are still finding it difficult to come to terms with what we are doing, but consistency can make us win. With consistency, we can achieve anything. Our members are loyal to our merchants within this listing. If you refer to the listing section, you'll see it. So I don't want to spend so much time because my time is fast spent. I don't want to talk about the distribution phase. On your own, do well to read. I've actually told you what we are about to achieve. We already know it, but for emphasis sake, I am saying it again. Now, to end up this broadcast, I'll come to this place. Now, annual advance payments, we have 440 or 500. Now, I want you to hear what I'm going to say. I'm giving you a tip of the iceberg of the kind of broadcast I'll make tomorrow. As at last week, Friday or so, I said that by Monday, this will be 450. I fell short by 10. Now, I want you to understand that by tomorrow, this should be about 490 or so. Now, before the end of tomorrow, which is the last day of the month of June, the excess of people that will pay will make this thing exceed 500. Now, I'm going to come tomorrow to reinstate it. Now, by the 1st of July, I would gather the number of people that paid and those that spilled away. I will come together and I would announce it, that I advise people to do the necessary before the time is out. The administration also did so. In our meeting of yesterday, he says, don't wait for last minute. But because of human beings and their nature, they always enjoy last minute. If you fall into that category, let it be that I said it and I said it very clear. There will be no compensations. You would not get 500 TBC if these numbers has been exceeded. Those who fall out of the 500, they will have to only enjoy the 1,000 TBC retroactive when the time comes. On this ground, I have ended my broadcast. Let me go back and then see what the administration has for us. All right, so stop sharing. I believe I've said some things, and I believe that a few of us who will watch will understand. Now, the administration is telling us everyone should take their message personally because they have made it personally to all. These guys are not hiding. I'm doing my homework. I am sure I'm doing my homework, and I'm not in the dark. I don't know about you. So till I come your way again tomorrow, do have a wonderful day. And once again, I want to say thank you very much, Sir Admin. You have been wonderful. You have been wonderful. You are God sent. I bless God because I met you in this life. You have been the only teacher that has taught me from the perspective of abundance. God will continue to give you wisdom, to continue to lead us into that land of abundance by God's special grace. So cheers, thank you, and God will help you. Amen. All right. That said, I want to end my broadcast. Till I come your way again tomorrow. Cheers, and God bless you. Bye for now.